need you to read through this disclaimer with me. All right, that the testimonies are for educational, informational purposes only, and it is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health providers with any questions you have regarding any medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something learned with this presentation. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Each individual on here, it could vary, but I want you to hear what happened to them. And I want to bring Miss Isabella on here. If you can unmute, Isabella, give us a little bit of your background and then why you're excited about this.
Hi. So these are my personal experiences, and it may not be your experience. And so I'm Isabella from Texas. I'm in the military. I'm getting ready to retire in September. So that's where I'm from. And so my experience has been that when I first started taking it right after July 4th, I didn't see a whole bunch of a difference in my weight. And so I said, you know what? I measured before. Let me measure 2 weeks later. I measured part of my upper body and I lost 2.5 inches, which was great. My weight didn't change a whole lot, which I'm okay with. But what really got me excited was the fact that my inflammation in my fingers and in my joints went down. But more importantly, my blood glucose. I've been dealing with pre-diabetic numbers for the past year. And so I've gone on, like eating really, really healthy, and nothing seemed to change my numbers until I started taking the product. So I'm super excited about that.
So you're saying that the numbers that you have went back down in a normal kind of range, or what took place?
They're in the normal range. They're no longer pre-diabetic numbers.
Wow, how amazing is that?
Yeah.
And the inflammation in your hands, that's from, being in the military and beating up on people, right?
Holding my fist up too much.
Oh, Isabella, and so you also chose to be involved in the business in some way. Can you say what's happened there and what's been your experience, and when did you start?
Yes, so I started on May 27th, and I sat back and I thought about it for a minute. It's like, I'm tired of being left behind. I'm tired of saying, you know what, let me see what everybody else is going to do. And then I try to jump on something and it's too late by then. I said, I'm not doing this again. So I said, you know what, let me join. I joined on May 27th. I talked to a few people, 8 of them joined. And now I have 128 members in the program. Wow.
Well, and that's just in a matter of since basically the first part of June. So that's really congratulations. And you're off the races. Not only is your health improving, but also looks like it's fixing some other stuff. No pun intended.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay. Awesome, Isabella. Thank you for coming on. All right. Next, I want to go to John out in Atlanta. John, thanks for joining us, man. And why don't you just share what your experience has been and why this has been exciting for you?
Well, I live in Northeast Atlanta, as you said, but my background is I own a computer, a data security company, and data security is always going to be there. But I was looking for something else, and so TK introduced me to this company back in May 22nd, and I'm like, okay, this sounds too good to be true. But like Isabella said, I don't want to be left behind, And so I decided to join then, and then I've been on the product for about 3 weeks now, and this is my experience. I'm not saying that's going to affect anyone else. I know other people have other experiences. But what I did is I measured first, and I took some before pictures, and I took some after pictures yesterday, and I saw a huge difference, and I was like, wow. And so I measured, and I lost about 2 inches off my stomach and 1.5 inches off my waist, and so I was pretty excited about that. But like I say, I felt great doing it. Sometimes when you go on diets, you feel like crap. And no pun intended, but For me, it's been the easiest thing. I haven't changed my lifestyle. I need to work out, but I don't. But that's what the product did for me. And I've shared this with a number of people. I have 12 personals now, and I had one of my teams just exploded since probably right before the product launch, the pre-launch on the 15th. And I have over 600 people on my team.
Wow. So just to recap, so there's a lot of new people listening and they don't quite understand those two teams, but you got in line basically, and because you said yes, that positioned you and you started sharing with a few people. Some of those shared with others, and now you got 600 people that joined. And the other thing I think that's really important, I hope people catch, and you correct me if I'm wrong, you really like the simplicity of snapping this in a drink. Are you putting it in an adult beverage? Are you putting it in your coffee, or what is it that you're doing? Because you didn't change anything other than putting it in a drink. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. I don't drink alcohol, so I've put it in soda, I put it in orange juice, I put it in water, and I've done it two times a day, morning and night, and that's all I've changed. And when I looked at my before and after pictures, 3-week pictures, I should say, it's not after yet because I'm still going. There's a huge difference. As I didn't understand how much, I guess, visceral fat I had, or fat around my stomach. So
yeah, I get it. All right, that's awesome. Thanks, John, for coming on. All right, let's go to Julie. Julie, can you unmute and come on here real quick? Julie, why don't you share a little of your background and why that this is exciting for you and your family?
Thank you for having us on. My name is Julie Gowan. I'm from Breezy Point. I'm an interior designer by trade. So you can understand, I have a lot of stress in my life, so I don't always sleep. And by taking this new pHix product, it's really helped me with my sleeping at night. I also have an autoimmune system issue, and so it's really calmed my gut down a lot. And it really has, like I said, with the job that I have, this product has really calmed me down.